They're doing it again. They are doing it again ever since Xbox implied that they're going to be putting their games, mainly just Game Pass probably, on several different systems. PlayStation fanboys have been begging for Xbox games to come to PlayStation because for some reason they think that is now going to happen. First they begged for Hi-Fi Rush. I made a video about that yesterday. Now they're begging for Avowed to come to PlayStation. And in classic PlayStation fanboy fashion, they're both port begging for it to come to PlayStation 5 while also shitting on the game because it's an Xbox game and of course they have to shit on it. Now honestly, I wouldn't mind if these people were like port begging if they wanted to play the game, right? Because I understand it's frustrating when there's a game you really want to play that's on a different console. The problem here is that whenever anybody who doesn't have a PlayStation wants to play a PlayStation exclusive, like God of War, it's these people that immediately go full fanboy mode, go like,
LMAO, this game is only for epic PlayStation gamers. Buy a PlayStation, you broke bitch.
So when there's games that they really want to play like Avowed and Hi-Fi Rush that aren't on PlayStation, they get mad about it. They can honestly suck a dick, I don't care. They have been sucking a dick, they've been sucking Microsoft's dick real fucking hard. They really want those games.
Rumor, Xbox first-party game Avowed is timed exclusive and will be also coming to PlayStation 3 months after launch. Xbox change of plans per CFO Tim Stewart seem to be in full swing. More to come.
This is obviously complete and utter nonsense. Like his evidence for this rumor, right? At least the screenshot that he's attached to this tweet, which I'm assuming is supposed to be evidence, is that Avowed, the Twitter account, has officially like been linked to the Xbox brand and PC. Basically meaning that it will only come out for those two platforms, because Switch or PS5 are not mentioned anywhere. And then there's a random account underneath asking, is the game going to PlayStation 2? That's all it is. The person asking that isn't like a developer or an insider or anything. It's just a random guy asking if the game's coming to PlayStation as well. That's not evidence of shit. Actually, this screenshot proves that Avowed is only coming to Xbox and PC because the Twitter account says that it's only coming to Xbox and PC. I guess once again, it's too difficult for PlayStation fanboys to read. They just can't seem to do that. I mean, if you look at their tweets, like they can barely fucking type.
Right now, it's the denial stage. Acceptance stage will come soon for Xbox fanboys.
And then he's attached a really funny image that, oh wait, no way. Wait, hold on, let me motherfuckers made this shit on imgflip.com. That's hilarious. Okay, anyway, it's Robin saying it's an Xbox ecosystem exclusive, and then he gets slapped by Batman who says not exclusive, third party. Say it again, third party. Absolutely hilarious. I'd also like to know what exactly PlayStation fanboys' definition is of third party, because if it's a company that puts their games on other systems that aren't just their own, PlayStation is also third party because they put all their games on PC. And actually what PlayStation has done, what Xbox hasn't, is put one of their exclusive franchises on the rival console. Xbox has never put any of their games on PlayStation, but PlayStation recently has put MLB The Show, which is an exclusive PlayStation franchise, or was, on Xbox. So if any company is third party. Anyway, boys, it is now Jimmy Neutron time.
3, 2, 1.
Got a blast!
I actually think Avowed is going to end up being a disappointment. Personally, from everything we've seen, and you know, looking at the gameplay and the changes that they made, mid development to be like, yeah, our quest design's not really gonna work with co-op. We cut co-op.
Of course, now we gotta complain about Avowed too, right? We can't just like beg for the game. We also gotta complain about it. But your first argument as to why you think the game is going to be a disappointment is that they changed something mid development. So the game was supposed to be a multiplayer game, not co-op, multiplayer. They realized that's not going to work, so they changed it. They had a problem and they fixed the problem. They changed it into a way that the game would work better. How is that a problem? That's literally just they've had a problem and they fixed it. Now you could say, oh, but they changed something mid-development. That's bad, right? That means that they don't really know what they're doing. No. See, if you think that, you don't know anything about how IT projects in general work. IT projects are well, usually, not always, but like 90% of the time, developed using like an agile method, which allows development teams to make quick changes in development like this. And it's not like they did something like Cyberpunk did. Cyberpunk, for example, was supposed to be a third-person RPG, and like kind of last minute, they were supposed to make it like first-person, which caused the entire game to like break, right? They didn't have enough time to do that. All these people did was remove the multiplayer feature. It's not like they changed the entire game, they just made it so that you can't play multiplayer anymore.
The graphics just, I don't know.
Yeah, guys, the game is bad because the graphics don't look hyper-realistic. You know, New Vegas looks like shit, right? Like, even when New Vegas came out, for the time, it looked incredibly outdated. Yet it's considered one of, if not the best RPG of all time by most people. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. Graphics don't really matter.
I just don't think it's going to be that impressive. And if I'm wrong, fantastic. Then that's great. Like, that's one I will readily admit I'm wrong about if it ends up being like a super fun, you know, Obsidian-style action arcadey RPG, right?
My guy said that, you know, if this ends up being a really good Obsidian-style RPG, well, it's an RPG by Obsidian, so it probably will be an Obsidian-style RPG, you dumb fuck. So it's gonna be good. Hey, you just said it's gonna be a good game, guys, because you said it will be good if it's an arcadey Obsidian game, which is what it will be because it's made by Obsidian. What the fuck is an arcadey RPG to begin with, by the way? Now that I think about it, that makes no sense.
It's going to be for Pillars of Eternity fans. Right, and similarly, Starfield feels like the people that like it have either never played a Fallout or just really wanted another one, you know?
What the fuck does that even mean? So someone in this chat says this game is going to be for Pillar of Eternity fans, which obviously it's a Pillars of Eternity game. And then he says, yeah, and similarly, Starfield is liked by people who have never played Fallout or just really wanted another one. What does that even mean? I don't understand why people compare Starfield to Fallout to begin with, because the only comparison there is between Fallout and Starfield is that they're first-person RPGs made by Bethesda, right? And by that logic, you could also include Elder Scrolls in there. Actually, it's the same shit. People say Starfield is going to be Fallout in space, the same way that people used to call Fallout 3 Oblivion with guns. It's the dumbest shit ever. Oh, also, I want to include this because I thought it was funny. Reforged Gaming made a tweet where he basically was bitching about like, oh, people were hating on me for making a video a year ago where I talked about how Starfield was going to be timed exclusive. I'm curious about what's going to be happening now. Which is basically him saying, oh, I hope Starfield comes to PlayStation because then I can, like, redeem myself or something. Dude, you're fucking dumb if you believe that Starfield is actually going to come to PlayStation. The only way that would happen is if Game Pass would be allowed on PlayStation, which Sony is never going to allow. Anyway, Jamie Neutron break is over. Let's get back to some more tweets.
I know I said those Xbox games were dog shit, but guess what? I lied! They're great, awesome games, and I can't wait to play them on my PlayStation 5 like Phil Spencer intended.
This is clearly like an admission of the fact that he actually likes Xbox games a lot and he only shits on them for being Xbox games. I know he's gonna be like, oh, I was being sarcastic or whatever, but it's clear, like, even if it's very clear to me that he's trying to be joking, like his actual feelings are very obviously shining through. He does really like Xbox games. He does really want to play them. The only reason he shits on them is because they're Xbox games, but now that he can play them, obviously he's excited about it. Hypocritical as fuck. Honestly pathetic as well, how desperate these people are to play Xbox games.
Xbox fanboys are afraid of this future, which is becoming more real with each passing second. Phil knew these bums don't buy games, so he had to bring the full slate to the superior console, PlayStation.
No, actually, Xbox games sell fine on both Xbox and PC, very well, actually. On top of that, these glue sniffers are so desperate to play Xbox games that they are making fake promotional art for Xbox games on PlayStation and then hyping themselves up over it. It's the saddest thing possible in this situation. They're so desperate. They so desperately want to play these Xbox games like Starfield and Hi-Fi Rush and Avowed that they have to make up fake rumors of them coming to PlayStation 5 and then Photoshop fake art like fake promotional art of the games being on PS Plus. It's the saddest thing possible in this situation. Like, just do the thing that you'd always tell other people, man. If you're not broke, and if you're not a bum, like you just called Xbox fanboys bums for not buying games, don't be a bum and just buy a PC or buy an Xbox in order to play these games. Fucking glue sniffer. Anyway, boys, this is the end of the video. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.